guys, welcome to another episode of LOL on Your Comments 3. I'm gonna go straight into it. The video, The Magical Remedy, Cure Pain with the Blow Dryer. Lily Mun says, are you Chinese? I am. You should make videos in Chinese and have English subtitles. Well, Lily, I actually do have a couple of videos that I speak in Chinese and have English subtitles. I actually have a channel which has been a side project for a little while. It's called I Wanmei, which I will link here and also down below. Basically, it's my videos translated into Chinese subtitles, and some are actually in Chinese with English subtitles. Basically, it's going to be a channel which is bilingual and we'll just reach out to more people who are more fluent in Chinese. Eric Van Sickle says, boy Mia, you got melodramatic with some of those situations. Take acting classes much? Actually, I wish I did take acting classes. In fact, when I was little, I dreamed of becoming like a actress slash singer slash supermodel slash just someone who does everything fabulous, and obviously that didn't happen, but I'm very glad I'm still doing what I love today, and I really do hope one day I'll be able to take some acting classes and do some sort of like professional acting. Mine Style My Taste says, you should continue to make more of these types of videos where you share and talk about Chinese ancient theory styles. It's really fun and cool to know. You're awesome. I really enjoy watching you. Thank you, My Style. I really enjoy making these videos actually, because I feel like I said, China has over 5,000 years of civilization, and there are so many things that's been passed down from generations that gets lost because a lot of us has been brought up in a Western culture, and sometimes we forget about our roots. And I think that's really important for us to remember where we come from, who we are, and obviously this channel is about sharing those Asian beauty secrets that were passed down from generations back in the dynasties, and I want to share them with you. Next video is 5 basic skincare rules. Eugene says, I use the Clarisonic Aria with deep pore cleansing brush head every night for my nighttime skincare. Do I still have to exfoliate my skin at least once a week? Well, Eugene, actually it has to depend on your actual skin. So for me personally, even though I use my Clarisonic Mia every night as a double cleansing method, I still exfoliate at least once a week. But when I do exfoliate, I don't use the Mia. So if I'm just exfoliating with a exfoliator, then I'll just wash it off with just either warm water. Zelda Sword says, your skin is natural acidic. It's not 7 will cause issues, as 6 to 5 is more appropriate. Thank you very much, Zelda, and I know a lot of people actually mentioned this. Actually, a lot of comments were like, oh my god, your skin is not 7, your skin's not 7. I am thankful that I have a lot of viewers who are very highly educated. I'm very happy for you guys to have an open discussion and share your knowledge around. I think that's amazing. What I'm here to teach you is not science, pretty much skin theories. So what I was talking to you guys about is the toner slash lotion. It balances the pH balance of your skin. So whether it's 6 or 5 or 7, the toner will balance and restore the pH balance. Our technology is evolving, and therefore our skincare is also evolving. So whether we had toners or cleansers that balance our pH to a 7 back in those days, right now it will be balancing us to whatever it is today. So it could be a 6, could be 5. So basically what I'm trying to say is that a lot of the toners and cleansers do balance the pH, but nowadays you can get a toner that does more than just pH balance. Melanie Vella says, can someone tell me what is the use of serum? Thank you. Melanie, basically a serum is a concentration of an active ingredient which works on the epidermis, a layer of the skin. Therefore, it is something that to be used before your moisturizer and after you've toned. Sheiks Moore says, that's a lot of product. I'm confused. My skincare routine is just cleansing. Let me tell you, I'm so jealous. If my skincare routine only consists of cleansing, I will literally be in heaven right now. It would save me so much time, money, effort, and I think, that would literally be my dream. So if I could just cleanse my face and I look amazing, that's literally all I would do. So just be thankful, that's all you need to do. Pretty Francis says, new subby, can you tell the difference between Essence and Apple and which one comes first, please? Thank you very much for subscribing, and the answer is, There's not a huge difference between essence and ampule. They're both a concentration of an active ingredient. However, I think the only difference to me is probably the texture. So essence usually is probably more fluid, like a liquid or some sort of lotion-y type of thing, whereas an ampule is usually more oil-based because you get them in little capsules. So I think that's the only difference. And when you determine what to put on your skin first, I usually go by texture. So the lighter the texture, it goes on first, and then the heavier the texture, it will go on last. Angie Mills says, I have bad allergic acne reactions to almost every type of skincare I purchase. Any tips for sensitive skin? Angie, I think that the best way to test out skincare is try tester samples. So before buying a whole full-size product, go and get a little tester, a little sample size, and try that for a week or so and see how your skin will react. Actually isolate which active ingredient that makes your skin break out, whether it's perfume of the actual product or maybe it's a certain ingredient in the product that you cannot use. Fizza Bartul says, what is the difference between cleanser and exfoliator? Actually, to be honest with you these days, there isn't a much huge difference because a lot of the times you might get a cleansing exfoliator or exfoliating cleanser, which sometimes they combine the both of them. Basic cleanser is something you use every day, so day and night, so it's usually more mild. And then the exfoliator is something that you use once or twice a week, so it's a little bit more abrasive. It usually contains some sort of like exfoliating bead, so that's probably the only difference I would say. Next video is how to choose the right foundation for you. Jojo Chen says, I recommend looking into Asian brands if you are, well, Asian, like Shiseido, Etude House, etc. They tend to have color selections that works better for my skin. Every time I go to other places, they give me color way too yellow for me. Maybe it's a stereotype or something. The reason why Asian brands color matches Asian skin better as opposed to Western brands is because of our ideal of beauty. Like I've mentioned in another video that I did with Dan and E, usually in China, the ideal beauty is to be pale, is to be white. Everything is, to look basically 10 shades lighter. And so therefore the colors that we might have in foundations are usually, leaning towards the pale and the white. So whereas in the West, majority of people prefer the tan look, the healthy glow with a bit of color in their skin, so the colors would tend to throw a bit more yellow. Mariah Hendrickson says, along with this video, what are your thoughts on preserving liquid foundations, nail polishes and other makeup products in the refrigerator? I watched something that stated putting foundation in the fridge would make the foundation last longer and apply better. Could you please make a video explaining the pros and cons of this? Mariah, I can actually just pretty much tell you right now that I don't actually recommend putting products into the refrigerator unless you live in like the desert. Sometimes when you alter the temperature of a product drastically, so from say really hot to really cold, it can actually alter the chemical structure of the product, which means it can also alter the way the product will sit on your skin. For me, the ideal temperature for a product is room temperature, preferably just nothing that's exposed to sunlight or excessive heat or excessive coldness. If it's really hot and sunny in your room, just put it in a box and just put it underneath your bed or something. Lisa Lam says, very useful video. Can you also do another video like this but on concealer? Well, Lisa, I actually do have another one on concealer. It is in the same series. Rachel Xu says, love your top. Will you do a video about BB cream and CC cream? Thanks. Actually, Rachel, thanks to your comment, you have inspired me to do this video because I feel like there's actually a lot of mixed messages out there about the difference between BB and CC cream. And of course, a lot of the brands will market their CC creams and BB creams differently, so that can get a little confusing as well. So I will do a video, just watch out for that one. Kate Hall says, do you have a video on how to apply foundation properly? I don't have a video about how to apply foundation properly, but I will be doing a series on how I would apply foundation to acne prone skin, dry skin, and combination skin. So watch out for that. How to do the classic vintage makeup look. Ruby SP says, hiya, nice video. I'm really curious about how you did your vintage hair. Are you able to do a video on it? Thanks. Just to be completely honest with you guys, that hair was kind of like a fluke. That hair literally took me 2 minutes. and only because I think it has to do with the texture of my hair at that time, and it worked for me because my hair was really layered at that time as well, so it was a lot easier to kind of fiddle with because I had just dyed it, so it was kind of really easy to sort of manipulate it. Whereas now my hair is a bit more dense, a bit more thick, and it's a little bit more smoother and silkier. I think it's going to be really difficult for me to actually replicate the same hair. How to apply clip-in hair extensions. Else Melrose says, why didn't you use straight hair extensions? Like I said in the video, usually when I want to test out hair extensions, I would order them in wavy hair. In order to get wavy hair, there is one extra step in the processing system, which means that if you don't have good quality hair to begin with, it wouldn't survive the wavy, like the perm, to get the hair wavy. So if you get really good quality wavy hair, then you definitely have really good quality straight hair from the same factory or the same brand, because they tend to use the same quality type of hair. And that's how I would usually go for. Well, a lot of times hair extensions might come in really good quality straight hair, but as soon as you order the wavy hair, it becomes really dry. Enma Thien says, please do a nightly routine. Since I've just moved back, it's been a little bit difficult to film in where I live at the moment, so I'm trying to figure out a way to make this more, you know, camera friendly. So it's going to take a little while, but let me just let you guys know that it is in the books. It is in my list of things to do. Joey Vega says, what can I do with the clips, because when I do the steps and finally I brush the hair, the up part of the clips come down and make a bulge. The clips doesn't grab completely the hair, the clips use the end, so when I brush the hair it comes out. Help. Okay, my biggest suggestion is that maybe your hair is too clean. Try to do the hair extensions on at least 1 to 2 day old hair. And also, if it's super oily in the roots, just make sure you spray dry shampoo there first, and then you spray a little bit more of the hairspray, so then when you back comb, you have a bit more grip there. And also, when you do have hair extensions in, you tend to avoid using a regular brush. You use a brush that is specially designed for hair extensions, which kind of have like these random weird looking loops. It doesn't actually grab onto any of the hair extension clips, it will just sort of brush the hair. And another tip, starting from the ends of the hair, just brush upwards to the root of the hair, and that way you won't tug and pull on your hair extensions. Adeline Ad says, could you please make the hair extension video part 2? You are my favorite YouTuber about skincare, hair care, and all the basic one. I like how to choose the right foundation and how to make up the eyebrows, etc. Oh, and I like your empties too. I know hand cream L'Occitane Delicious Hand because of you, and I like it a lot. Thank you. Thank you very much, Adeline, for your comment, and I'm glad that you liked the L'Occitane Delicious Hands. I love that hand cream. It is something that I would always go back to. I'm definitely in the process of making the hair extension part 2. It'll take a little bit longer to actually plan for it, but it will happen, so just be patient. What are yin and yang foods? Mahi78 says, could I follow yin yang on a mostly vegan diet? And I said I would actually think yes, because sometimes not all vegetables are yin. There are actually vegetables that are yang, for example, cabbage. Emily LY says, how can I equal my yin and yang foods? You can't really equal the yin and yang foods, you can sort of neutralize each other. This has already been part of the Chinese, you know, menu for many years, like thousands and thousands of years. You might go and get a restaurant and get a dish of like a vegetable dish, which is usually majority yin food, but then they will actually stir fry it with, say, ginger or garlic or shallots. That actually neutralizes the yin and makes it more yang, so it actually balances that out that way. So that's why a lot of times you might see, like, you might cook beef with like radish, or if you might cook like chicken with carrots, just things like that. The 18 Ting says, just to clarify for you, Mia, orange, the round and big one, is yin, and the mandarin orange tangerine is yang. For those who are having a cold, sore throat, don't eat too much mandarin oranges. Thank you very much for clarifying that. Yes, and that is right. So the big huge one that you have to slice open with a knife and cut into little pieces are the oranges. Alice Ren says, so true about 上火. I definitely hear that more often than I love you. Virtual high five. Yes, I know exactly how you feel. J Nodell Trudeau says, how come I do not learn this in school? Thanks, Mia. PS, you should join YouTubers React to or do a video with Jack's Film. Laugh out loud. I would love to do a collab with Jack's Film. I actually like to do collabs. So anyone who out there who wants to do a collab with me, shout out and I will do a collab with you because it's fun. I love doing it. Vanessa Rodriguez says, do you have any tips for pregnant women? My mom says eating foods that are too acidic can be harmful to the embryo. And I believe that there is a huge scientific slash cultural thing behind what to eat, when to eat it, when pregnant in Asian culture. And I think it is such a comprehensive, you know, system that we have that I think I will literally need to start a whole new series. And I'm very happy and very glad that I have a lot of like friends who already have children or is having children, and a lot of things I learned from them. Kelsey Lou says, yes, great video, but I'm wondering, is fried food considered hot? Whenever I eat too much fried junk food, I get the sore in my mouth, and my mom says I'm hot breath. In direct translation, does this refer to hot and cold food? Also, what is this sore called in English? Thanks. Mouth ulcer, I think that's what it's called in English. And basically, it is pretty much what I just previously said it before. It's about how you cook the food. So even if you're eating vegetables, but the way, if you have it deep fried and with like chili and spicy on top of it, and then obviously it's going to be more young for your body. So your body will become overheated. And that's why you might get these mouth ulcers or canker sores. Acne, how to properly extract and prevent blackheads. Christina Tran says, did anyone notice she spelled puberty as puberty? Laugh out loud. Christina, I'm pretty sure everybody noticed that I spelled the puberty wrong. And I have no excuse. I left it there because I just want to show you guys, no one is perfect. We all make mistakes. To be honest with you, this video was edited prior to me going away back to Australia for a couple of weeks. This video was actually pre-edited, and I pretty much stayed till like 3 a.m. trying to edit these videos before I left. I obviously missed that spelling mistake, and I also blame the fact that today's society we have abbreviation for everything. Sometimes we don't even spell the word as it is, we just spell it as it sounds, and I obviously just did not, my brain was not switched on, I wasn't thinking, and I only realized it until somebody mentioned it. So I'm very sorry, I apologize for my mistake. Joue Town says, hi Mia, can you do a video on how to use a blackhead extractor? I'm definitely in the process of trying to make this blackhead extractor video because it is a little bit difficult to film, seeing that it is something quite close up, and I also need a model for this one, and I also want to deliver this video in the correct way so I don't, you know, have any room for you guys to actually do it incorrectly, and then you guys will be blaming me going, Mia, you made me destroy my face, what do I do? It's gonna take a little bit more time. Danielle Adams says, do not put acidic citrus or sharp sugars, salts on your faces, please. This is obviously harmful. Now, thank you very much, Danielle, for bringing this up. Basically, everyone's skin is different. So what might work on me might not work on you. If you already have a very sensitive skin, then don't even mention sugar, sharp salts. Even putting on a toner would irritate your skin. So I would only suggest for people who, like me, whose skin's not that super sensitive, it is something that I use if I don't have a exfoliator at home. So if I have a lemon and salt handy with me, that's something that I will use. And it's just a suggestion, you guys don't have to do it. Marlon Lewis says, do you recommend steaming your face or will that make the skin worse? I love steaming my face. I think steaming your body is so therapeutic, and it's also great for detoxing the skin. So obviously steaming your face will be very detoxing for your face. Prior to steaming your face, make sure you cleanse and make sure you really thoroughly cleanse your face so your face is absolutely clean. So after you steam your face, you still follow through your skincare routine, which is, you know, tone, moisturize, and so on. Nelly Maylover says, girl, you look like two completely different people with and without makeup. I hear that a lot. And that's probably one of the reasons why I fell in love with makeup, because I realized how different it can make someone look. And that's why makeup is fun, because you can wash it off at the end of the day and still be you, and you can be someone completely different with makeup. So I think that's what makes makeup amazing. Okay, the last video is the Chen Shong-yi Inspire Makeup look by Belly Beauty Lab. Do you like potato? Says, your bare skin is so fair. How? Damn. Prior to shooting that video, I was actually quite unwell. I was very low on iron, so that's why my face looked washed out, because I didn't have enough blood to go around my body. It wasn't because my skin was fair, it was actually because I was unwell. Initial PLV says, wow, she still works there. I went there last year during my visit in New York City, and their service was amazing. Although their products are a little pricey, it's a one-stop shop. Yes, I believe Vivian still works there, and I think she is amazing. She is a great makeup artist, and she can speak so much languages. She's super talented. And I think, you know, if you have any questions about any of the products, she'll be able to answer them for you. And I do believe that although they might be a little bit pricey, it's so convenient because you just have to go there and you're pretty much done. Like, you can get everything in one roof. From hair care, nail care, skincare, makeup, everything. Huang Sean says, your Chinese is amazing. Wow, I got shocked. Thank you for thinking that my Chinese is amazing. I actually don't think my Chinese is that good. I wish it was better. Sometimes with just 4 simple words, it tells you a whole complete story and you're like, wow, like how does that happen? Only the Chinese language can do that, and I think it's so amazing. I'm very lucky that my mom speaks Chinese to me, so I remember my mother language and I continue to speak Chinese. Otherwise, I probably would have forgotten it by now. Victoria M, don't want to be rude, but for someone who uses a lot of different and fancy stuff on her face, her skin isn't really good without makeup. I mean, I use one cheap face cream and my skin looks good without makeup. Well, Victoria M, I am so jealous that your skin looks really good. So obviously it's genetic. If my skin looked as good as yours with just using one cheap face cream, I would trade with you in a heartbeat. Karina C says, oh my god, it feels weird, but it's so good to see you talking in Chinese. Thank you, Karina. And I guess it would be weird. No, it's not that weird. What I get blown away is when I see an Asian person who speaks like French or like Swedish, like Peggy and Kathy. I reckon that's amazing. I'm always like in shock when I hear them speak. I wish I could speak Swedish and I wish I could speak French. That's like literally my dream too. So this is all the questions for now. I will try to do these kind of comments video a little bit more often so I don't have a piled up, you know, lengthy video like this. And just to let you guys know that I do try to answer your questions as much as I can. Sometimes some of you guys might not have a reply button for me to reply, so I will try to include those comments in this video. So definitely, you know, watch out here. And other than that, if you have a really urgent question, just try to message me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I will answer to you directly and more promptly. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope this video was helpful. Leave your comments below for any more questions, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!